I am just woke up. I woke up 10 minutes ago before I started making this video because for some reason I had this crazy idea that I'm going to make this video this morning before I go to school and upload it before I go to school. So, crazy me. Anywho, so, name Adrian. Originally I was supposed to be named John Paul, like the Pope, or the old Pope I should say. My parents were like, yeah, he's not really a John Paul. Let's call him Adrian. That's what I know. So that's not the most exciting story. But my YouTube channel, Joke Out of Catland, bling, that has a little more interesting of story. Back in grade 9, so 10 years ago now, I decided to make an email. And I wanted my email to be fun and quirky because that's what you did in high school, is you wanted to be fun and quirky. So I decided to choose evilthecat@place.com. That's what that was. Ah, my brain hurts so bad. I'm trying to do this. Evil the Cat, blah blah blah. At one point I was watching a lot of joecartoon.com, and I really liked joecartoon.com, the way they'd like taken the name Joe and just put the two together and like made a name out of it. Because I was like, oh, I'm Joe Cartoon, blah blah. And so I really liked that, and I was like, oh, well, I have the name Cat in my thing. Because my email has that kind of similarity, so I was like, oh, Joe Cat. That's really easy. So I was using Joe Cat, and then if any of you guys are on my MSN, you'll see like Joe Cat is my name I use, and I've used it ever since I had an MSN. I used it as my alias for things forever. There was one point on YouTube where I was actually just calling myself Joe Cat. That was my tag. I was like, hey, this is Joe Cat, and you're watching Joe Cat of Catland. Then something came up. I think it was actually the day I made my YouTube account. Now that I think about it, way back in the day, because I've had my YouTube account for a long time now, like 4 or 5 years, maybe, I don't know, something like that. Anyhow, I needed to make an account, and I was like, oh, Joe Cat, and it was taken. So I'm like, oh, that sucks. So let's do something else then. I was like, okay, Joe Cat of Catland, and then it wasn't taken. So bing bong bing, I then had Joe Cat of Catland, and then that's pretty much what got me to what I have now. That's all I have. I am so ridiculously tired. I am going to wolf down a bowl of cereal, edit this video, and go to school. Maybe I'll find a coffee. Ciao.